Here we go! Here we go!
I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. Got a new video for you today. NBA Finals, Game 3 in Indiana. Indiana Pacers versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. Before we get into it, though, you know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this electrifying content with the people. Salute the friends and family. What's good, y'all? This was, you know what, before we get into the numbers and all that, I just want to say this was a good game. I was very entertained. This was just back and forth. Like Indiana had OKC came out strong and had a good first quarter. I was like, oh, they didn't came and hit Indiana in the mouth at home. They might it might be over. I was saying it in the chat like, wow. I was expecting Indiana to come out and hit OKC in the mouth, but instead it was reversed. And that threw me off, and I was like, oh, OKC ain't playing. They came in here to prove a point, but then we get to the second quarter. Then we get to when Haliburton played well today. Mathurin played well. I get all that. I just want to say the tide changed in this game when TJ McConnell came in that game. TJ McConnell came in that game and got active immediately, putting pressure on the defense. TJ McConnell and the Indiana bench, period, were difference makers in today's game. Their bench with Mathurin, McConnell, all them, they were putting in work. They were putting in work today. And turnovers definitely killed the Oklahoma City Thunder. And I felt like they folded in the fourth. I'm going to keep it real. We get into numbers. I'm saying personally, I feel like they folded in the fourth. They were doing anything. But we were just saying the last live, we don't trust their offense when they're not scoring off of turnovers. Were we not saying that, friends and family? In the last live, we were saying they won and all that, but it was more off of turnovers and fast breaks. When you force Oklahoma City Thunder into a half-court kind of team, I feel they're more limited. I do feel they're more limited. I do want to say, though, that I am surprised that Oklahoma City Thunder lost with Jalen Williams having a big game. Him having 26 and they still lost is very interesting to me. I don't know what their percentage is, but it's pretty high in the playoffs when he scores over 20. It's pretty high. And also, it wasn't just the turnovers, because we've seen games where teams have had a lot of turnovers and it just wasn't, they weren't converting. This game, Indiana Pacers scored 22 points off of turnovers. That's too much in this type of game. That's way too much in this type of game. I got to give Indiana credit, though. They got hit in the mouth and came right back and dropped 40 in the second quarter with TJ McConnell getting active. And then Mathurin started getting hot. Mathurin is like Vinny the Microwave Johnson or something. He get off the bench. He hit 2 or 3 shots. It's a wrap. I don't know if y'all remember who Vinny the Microwave Johnson is, but YouTuber. He's doing what Mathurin do. He just get off the bench. He used to just come off the bench and just immediately just get buckets. And Mathurin is just like that. When Mathurin see a couple go down, you better watch out. You better watch out. Mathurin is interesting. Very interesting. But again, I'm very entertained by this game. I do think Shai played solid, but not to an MVP level. And Indiana did what they needed to do at home. I do think this game 3 is telling because I don't think the Oklahoma City Thunder played that bad besides the turnovers. They shot well from 3. They shot well from the field and lost this game. I am concerned if they can keep up this type of shooting. Even if they cut down the turnovers, I don't know if they can keep up this type of shooting with the Pacers. And the Pacers are getting up more shots than them. That's always a problem. If the Pacers are getting up more shots, that means they're controlling the pace. No pun intended. But they're controlling the pace. And I think that is what was telling, especially in the fourth quarter. The pace, scoring off a turnover, the pressure that Indiana's offense puts on your defense is crazy. This is the number 1 defense in the NBA. They had them on their heels. Let's be clear. And then they turned up on defense, clearly getting 19 turnovers. I don't know what to say in this series, y'all. I don't know. I just don't know what to say. I thought after that first quarter, OKC had it. I really thought that they came out strong. They had set the tone and how Shai was playing and control. I don't know if I should have. How do you doubt the Pacers at this point? I mean, how do y'all doubt the Pacers? Let's get into these numbers. I don't open up the lines. I know it's already late. Let's chop it up. Friends and family, hit the like button. We provide electrifying content here, y'all. Let's get into it. Pacers win at home, 116-107 against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And this is the stuff I'm talking about right here, right? Chet Holmgren, if you look at the box score like a lot of people do and don't watch the game, you would say Chet Holmgren snapped, right? He had 20 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists. Oh, no, but wait, there's more. He had 13 in the first quarter. That's what is sometimes not said in the box score. He blew his load in the first quarter, did nothing throughout the rest of the game, and that hurt this team. When you start and you get 13 in the first quarter, you need to have 30 at the minimum. You should have 30 minimum. You get like 13 in the first quarter, first half. How do you not have 30? What's wrong with you? That hurt the Chet Holmgren got to be more consistent. Jalen Williams had one of his better games. 9 of 17, 101, 7 of 11 for the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, but he had 4 turnovers, 26 points. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 42 minutes, 9 of 20, 1 of 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks, 6 turnovers, 24 points. Your 2 best players cannot have 10 combined turnovers. That is inexcusable. This was a bad game for SGA. This was a bad game. 10 turnovers between your top 2 players, though, is inexcusable. Inexcusable. Lou Dort's he had 12 points, right? But he had 9 points in the first quarter. Contributed, had 1-3 for 3 more quarters. Inexcusable. Case and Wallace did nothing. Nobody on their bench did anything. Caruso did all right. Isaiah Joe did all right. Their bench gave them nothing today. Absolutely nothing. And they didn't play bad. I mean, 46% from the field, 45 from 3, 76% from the free throw line. This is the problem right here. The 17 turnovers. That's the problem. And this. They weren't moving the ball. Too much isolation. There was no ball movement. Think about that. They only had 16 assists as a team. You're not going to beat anybody if you have 16 assists as a team. 16? Come on, Oklahoma City. What are y'all doing over there? 16? Knock it off. 17 turnovers? Come on, man. Knock it off. Getting to the Indiana Pacers, Pascal Siakam, solid performance, 8 of 14, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 21 points, another solid performance. Aaron Naismith chipped in with 7. Miles Turner made a couple plays late. He did have 5 big blocks. Their version of, Miles Turner, hey, what up? Hey, Miles Turner, is it Black Brook Lopez? Shout out to Miles Turner, Black Brook Lopez, 9 points, 2 rebounds. We're very familiar with our big man only getting 2 rebounds. Shout out to Brook. I almost called him Brook Lopez. I'm wildin'. Miles Turner. Andrew Nemhard had 8. Tyrese Haliburton had a solid performance. 22 points, 9 rebounds, 11 assists. 4 turnovers, though, with him as well. That's kind of a lot. 22 points. I told y'all he needed 25. He got away with the 22 because Benedict Mathurin went wild on the bench. Obi Toppin played solid, 8 points. TJ McConnell, 10 points. Benedict Mathurin, 27 points. And I see what they did there, too. You see Thomas Bryant barely played today. All his minutes went to Obi Toppin. And I feel Obi Toppin is way more productive. So I think going forward, I think Thomas Bryant might be falling out of the rotation. In my opinion, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments section. TJ McConnell, I mean, what do you say about this guy? The pocket rocket. 3 of 8, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 5 assists and 5 steals. I told y'all when I said it in the chat, I was like, hey, TJ McConnell is activated. He changed the whole he was a one-man momentum swing when he entered the game. He just came in, zoom, zoom, zoom. That was crazy for him to be in his 30s moving like that is very impressive. Shout out to TJ McConnell, 10 points. And like I said, to me, the MVP today is Benedict Mathurin, 9 of 12, 2 of 3 from 3, 7 of 8 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, 1 turnover, 27 points. They shot 50% from the field, and they didn't even shoot good from 3. 9 of 27, 9 of 22 from the free throw line. They had 13 steals. Let me repeat that, friends and family. 13 steals is crazy. 11 blocks. 13 turnovers. And won this game. But the biggest numbers, if we just go to it, y'all, I think that it, like, really just was a difference to me was this right here, the points off a turn. Those 7 points is pretty much the difference in this game for the most part. I mean, you got bench points and all that, but at the end of the day, the most telling stat is this, and then the assist. To have 16 assists as a team is inexcusable. There's no way you should be playing that bad. Shout out everybody in the chat. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. Appreciate y'all. Let me see who up in the building. Let's chop it up. Oh, I know what I forgot to do. Let me put the link in the chat. I forgot to pin it already. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 sec. Let me put the link in the chat. I'm wildin'. I meant to pin it earlier, but this game was so good, I got unfocused. My bad, y'all. Let me put the link in the chat, too. All right, link is in the chat. We shout out everybody. Appreciate you hitting the like button. Derek Stevenson in the building. What's good? Curated Christian. I know you feeling good today, bro. Your Pacers won. Salute. AB, what's good? Luke Lipinski, what's good? Greg Delaney, what's good? AB, what's good? Patricia P in the building. What's good? Janet MOC in the building. What's good? Derek Stevenson. Gibson Nicholas, Barack Bahamas in the building. What's good? Appreciate you. What up, Robert Allen? Luke? What's good with y'all? Mr. Cole, the living legend, is in the building. What up, Mr. Cole? Appreciate you tapping in. I know you got a lot to say about this game. Brandon King Carter in the building. What's good, y'all? Jeff Riley. What's good, Jeff? Appreciate you tapping in. Jimmy Roller, my dude. Jimmy, what's good? Hey, what we got to say about the play? Monolando, what we doing with these Pacers, bro? What we doing? Jay Stizzle, what's good? Oh, the homie Eric Payne made the live. What up, Eric? Appreciate you tapping in. Saul Cali, what's good? JST, Fresh Tech, K Real. I see all y'all in the building. Robin Walker Murphy in the building. Shout out to the queens of the chat. Shout out to the queens of the chat. Surf, what's good? All right, let's get into it, y'all. What up, LeVar Stars? What's good, bro? What's good, Jeff? Robert Allen, what's good, bro? Yeah, it was Wiggins, Caruso, OKC in game, and a Mathurin McConnell game this time. Yeah, true. Very point. Last game, it was Wiggins and Caruso that carried OKC. Their bench kicked in. Today, that's true. Mathurin and McConnell kicked in for Indiana. Different. I mean, Mathurin almost dropped 30 off the bench, bro. 30. Like, he's having a knack of doing that for some reason. Crazy. I knew it was good. As a Bucks fan, I despised the Pacers for so long. Not sure when, how I converted, but I did. Now I cheer for them eventually because they get the same lack of respect as the Bucks from the national media. That is an excellent comment. Salute. Salute. I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. And if y'all didn't know, we have the smartest community on YouTube. Salute to friends and family. Bro, that Surf, that's a 13 steals is crazy. 13 steals is crazy. I still think having less than 20 assists in a game is insane. That means there was absolutely zero ball movement. And we've been saying that we have been concerned about Oklahoma City's offense because it's a lot of ISO ball. A lot of give it to SGA, let him try to break down the defense. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not trying to jump out the window yet, but OKC is going to have to figure something out. I'm not saying Game 4 is a must-win, but it's a must-win. Y'all let me know. Is Game 4 a must-win for OKC? I feel like if they don't win, it's a wrap. I don't think the Pacers care about playing in OKC. I think they can win in OKC, clearly. So, you know what? I'm not gonna hold you. OKC fans, if y'all lose Game 4, pack it up. Pack it up. Let's just not play these games. Let's just not play these games. If they lose that Game 4, pack it up. It just is what it is. Jeff, you don't want no Pacers championship. I'll tell you what, you'll have a better chance if they lose Game 4. If they win Game 4, donezo, bro. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. I'm sorry. It's a wrap. Eric Payne said Pacers in 5. I can say that if they win Game 4. Then I think it is Pacers in 5. That is true, Patricia P. Well, we know that bench players play better at home. Wiggins gave OKC a boost in the last game, and Mathurin and McConnell gave Indy a boost. That's true. But they have another game in Indy. So I'm assuming that, Patricia P., that Indiana's bench would give them another boost. So, okay, OKC just got to win this next game. Otherwise, it's a wrap. I'm not playing with these games. We're not going to play these what is. This and this can happen. That's too much. You go down 3-1, that's just too much. In the finals? Nah, that's too much. AB said they need to play Jay Will and let him play some D on Turner and shoot some threes. He locked up Jokic. He's a solid stretch 5 off the bench. Interesting. I'm not mad at that. That's true. Everybody is a consensus. So are we saying a consensus as a community here that Mathurin and McConnell are co-MVPs for tonight's game? If y'all saying that, I'm not mad at that at all. I think they won this game as well. I think McConnell with his energy in the first half, and then Mathurin with his energy and scoring in the second half, won this game. It's a fact. It's a fact. But again, like you said, Patricia, bench players play better at home, so that's fair. Patricia P summed it up. Shout out to Patricia P. Man, Queens of the Chat. Man, listen. If y'all don't know, Queens of the Chat, some of the smartest people in the building on YouTube, 100%. Turnovers, Indy's bench points and points off turnovers was OKC's downfall, 100%. K Real said the great thing about this series is that both teams rarely lose back-to-back games, so I got OKC winning next game. That's a good point. That's a great point, K Real. That's an excellent point. However, it's Indy, man. It's just we got to stop counting these dudes out. I just don't know what to say. I feel you, but the Pacers are interesting. I know you would, Curated Christian. Would love to show up on the street tonight, but I got to get up in 5 hours. What a great Pacers win. No, this was a good win. Salute. Appreciate you tapping in, Curated Christian. Hey, man, hopefully you can tap in Game 4, bro. Hopefully you tap in. Hey, Robin, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I want that to happen. I'm just saying that's where it looks like the direction of this series. 100% Robert Walker Murphy with they might could win, y'all. Man, I'm telling you. Janet MOC, what's good, man? I don't think anyone thought the Pacers would get swept. OKC will show up in game 4. Okay. Janet, are you saying that you got OKC winning this series still? Or like, let's just say that if they lose game 4, are you still confident? Let me know in the chat. Oh, appreciate you, Miss Robert Walker Murphy with the 1999 super chat. Appreciate you. My contribution to the building for always grateful for the content and the community. Salute. Appreciate you. Salute to Miss Robert Walker Murphy. Can we get the likes up for Miss Robert Walker Murphy? Thank you for the kind words. We do have the best community on YouTube. What are we talking about? Thank you, ma'am. Much appreciated. Damn, man. I know we got beef with the Pacers. They just look like they on a mission this year, y'all. Everything that could go their way is going their way. Jimmy, I'm just saying, this is not on no Pacers bandwagon, none of that. Bro, everything is going their way, man. What are we doing, man? What? Just let it happen, OKC. Just let it happen. OKC gonna let it happen. Just let it happen. OKC, SGA, you gonna lose your MVP. You lose this series. No way. The number 1 team should be getting treated like this. No way. I think that if SGA loses this series, he need to give back his MVP. Lose this series, give it back. You ain't deserving. I think so. 414J. Hey, bro. I don't care how good y'all think OKC is, right? I don't care. They lose game 4, it's over. It is over. I'll tell y'all in German, fertig. Es ist fertig. Over. There is no coming back. This is the series, period. Game 4 is for the series. Pacers win, it's over. OKC wins, we're back at an even series. Now it can go 7. It's either going to go 7 or 5. We're going to find out in game 4. 7 or 5, y'all. That's what I'm saying. 7 or 5. I can't see them coming out and fighting when they're down 3-1. I just can't see it. I don't know anybody on their team that's mentally tough like that would make them want to fight. I don't think that SGA has that personality to bring that out of them. I just don't see it. Saul Cali, what's good? It has to be a must win. It has to be. There's no other way around it. I'm not saying root for them. I'm not rooting for them. I'm saying when I'm watching on TV, it's like everything is going the Pacers' way. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. It's Bucks Nation all day. You already know that. Let me see. Can you see it? Probably. It's Bucks all day. However, in this series, it looks like everything is going Indiana's way right now. That's all I'm saying. Salute to Derek. That's the homie too. Hey, what up, Kenny Mac? Good to see you. Hey, Montalano, don't come in here with that. hey, the team who's supposed to win will win. Okay, bro. Come on, fam. Hilarious. David, come on now. We're not going to do that, bro. You're not going to come in. It's not over yet. Game 4 is going to be telling for this entire series, sir. Game 4 is what it's going to be about. That it's game 7. You know what? Yeah. Let's say that. Game 7 is OKC's game 4. They lose that, it's a wrap. It's 100% a wrap. It's 100% a wrap. I just don't see how they can come back from 3-1. I know LeBron did it, but it was a lot to win his way, like having Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? OKC ain't got no Kyrie. So I just don't see them having that type of intestinal fortitude to come back from 3-1. They go down 3-1, it's over. We don't even got to talk about it. What up, Gibson? Salute. Link is in the chat. Robin said TJ might be my fave. He be getting me hyped from my dude. He come in, he like the Energizer Bunny. TJ McConnell come in, is like zoom, 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 and he just changed the whole pace and momentum of the game. He's everywhere, getting steals, scoring. He just puts pressure on the other team. He just puts pressure on him. It's very interesting to watch him do what he does. He does everything that we wish Pat Connaughton could do. TJ McConnell does everything we wish Pat Connaughton could do for the Bucks. Everything. Damn. This series, this was a good game though. I'm not mad at this game. I don't think OKC should have their head down or anything like that. SGA can play better. I don't think Jalen Williams can play better. I know Caruso can give you more. Their bench can give you more. So they have things that they can look at. Hey, we turned the ball over 17 times. We just need to protect the basketball. They protect the basketball going into game 4. That's going to be a huge win itself. Just protecting the basketball. And they also have to get a better handle on Haliburton. Haliburton went off on, almost had a triple-double on them tonight. So they're going to have to step up their defense in game 4. Now, what I can say for the I can't remember which one of y'all said the back-to-back thing, is that it seems like each coach has made adjustments in game that the other one couldn't quite adjust to. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like when that pace got even more frantic, like even with the turnovers, it was still the Pacers' pace because it was fast. I still don't know if OKC is as fast with the ball as Indiana. Indiana is just different. Indiana, I don't know. It's very interesting to watch how they play basketball, how they can force you to play their game. Janet said at least Pat C got the running around part. Yeah, he does have the running around. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. He got the running around part down. AB said, I could see OKC now going back to the finals next year if they lose. Maybe Western Conference finals at best. Then we'll take more steps back and blow up the team in a few years. That's interesting. You never know. That's the thing. When you go to the finals, you got to make it count. It's not guaranteed you'll go back. Like we already know, like the Celtics, right? They won that championship. Everybody thought they was going to run it back. Tatum tore his Achilles. They got new owners, second apron. That team ain't going to the finals for years to come. They got to blow that up. That's why you have to take advantage of your opportunities. There's great players that never went to the finals. Dominique Wilkins, players like never sniffed the finals. You know what I'm saying? As great as they were, it's never a guarantee you're going to get to the finals. That's why you get there, you make it count. And I agree with you. If OKC doesn't win it this year, I don't know if they'll make it back just because of how the league is and parity. You just never know. That's why you got to get it when you can, especially the number 1 team in the league. We've been there before. We won a championship, came back smoking everybody, then got treated in the playoffs. The same thing could happen for OKC. Let's be clear. They went to game 7 with Denver. They barely got here. They barely got here. They were a healthy hamstring from Aaron Gordon for maybe not even being here. So we got to take that in consideration. I know the media is always putting this narrative. Oh, they got all these draft picks. They're going to be a dynasty. They say that every year about the team to win a championship. It's going to be the same thing this year. Even Indiana, just because they win a championship doesn't mean they're going to run it back. That doesn't mean they're about to run it back. It takes so much to get to the NBA Finals. People need to appreciate the difficulty of getting to the NBA Finals, especially back-to-back, win or lose. But getting to the finals in back-to-back years, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of dedication as a team. So I don't know. I just think whoever wins, just appreciate they won. Don't start talking this foolishness about dynasties and all of that, because we haven't seen no dynasty since Golden State, and that ended some years ago. So it's going to be different. It's going to be different. It's going to be different winners every year, every other year. I just see teams going back to back like that. No strays, ENT, what's good? What's up with our favorite op? Hospital Celtics still a top 3 in the East. Who told you that? No strays, bro. You gotta chill out, bro. Come on, man. Don't no. We not doing that, bro. Y'all gotta get rid of Kristaps. Y'all gotta get rid of Drew Holiday. Y'all gotta get rid of Sam Hauser. Y'all are listening to calls about Derek White. Y'all are listening to calls about Jaylen Brown. You don't get it, bro. We've been through this. You don't get it. You still are blinded by the past championship because it's still fresh in your mind. It's over for the Celtics, bro. Y'all won y'all championship. It happened. Great. Salute. Y'all hospital championship is still in the rafters. It counts. But it's over, bro. Tatum is out all next year. Y'all got to revamp this team. You think they just going to run it back, bro? Without Tatum? Come on, bro. Nah, y'all a top 10 team. We'll say that. Top 3 is you're wilding. Yeah, that's crazy. No strays. Come on, bro. Yeah, that's crazy. Two Red Violin was good. If the Patriots win this series, I better not hear from the media and NBA fans in general about how the Western Conference is much better than. Yeah, that's a fact. 100%. 100%. They'll have to change their tune. Good comment, Two Red. 100% agree. That's shout out to Mr. Cool, man. The living legend. Yeah, it's too much parody. I can't see it either. Good question, Robert Allen. Hey, no strays. Who are the other 2 teams? Interesting comment. Hey, no strays. Who the other 2? No strays says, I know a team that swept this same Pacers team. I feel you, but this is a new year, sir. We're not talking about old bodies, sir. What you do lately? That's old. We can't talk about what we did in 2021 no more. It already happened. It's past. We talking about current events. And currently, your team is in shambles. The Boston Celtics, no strays. They are in shambles. And I told you they would be in shambles. Just like I told some of you hard-headed community members that Giannis wasn't going anywhere due to African culture. Y'all was pinging me and all of this. Oh, hey, they're gonna trade Giannis. He said he wants to go. Shams said that the Knicks are talking about getting. Shams said Shams. I didn't say it. Telling me what Shams said. Shams ain't from Wisconsin. He ain't from the mill. Pinging me, telling me what Shams said. Shams. I want to hear about no Shams. I'm telling you, I'm media. Told y'all a long time ago about that Giannis stuff was trolling and it's nonsense. Africans don't even move like that. Now y'all see I was right. That's all I wanted to say. Back to regular scheduled programming. So is Indiana winning game 4, y'all? What we doing? Indiana winning game 4? Mr. Cool said the Knicks are going after Chris Middleton. Bless their heart. Bless their heart. Good luck to Middleton. AB says, soon as OKC Pacers win, LeBron is going to announce this season is his final season. You think so, AB? I think he should hang it up. He's done his part. You got all the stats. You got all of that. I mean, you got all the numbers. I think he's done his part and he should retire. Because he's chasing a ghost. LeBron is chasing a ghost. That's why he's still playing. He thinks the more numbers he gets is going to make up for your failures and lack of accolades going after the Black Cat, a.k.a. Black Jesus, a.k.a. Michael Jeffrey Jordan. That's why he's still playing. He wants to use the longevity game versus the winning game. That's what he's trying to do. And I get it. If my heart pumped Kool-Aid, but I could get buckets all day and I know someone else can save my life, I would do that. That's my lane. You know what I'm saying? And that's his lane. I get it. But I think he has as many stats as he's going to get. He should call it one. Because now at this point, he's tarnishing his legacy. You're getting put out in the first round. You got Luka and y'all getting put out in the first. I don't want him to tarnish his legacy too much. Because if he tarnishes it too much, he's going to drop down to like 4 or 5 all time. Let him keep your 2 or 3 position. Just chill out, bro. Just hang it up. We good, bro. We good. We seen enough flopping. We seen enough of all of it. I'm good, bro. Respect to you, but hang it up, bro. Spend some time with your family. I'm sure they miss you, fam. And you can work on your acting because it's terrible. David Tyre said, whoever win MVP the regular season, they do not win the championship. I don't. Didn't Jokic win MVP in a championship? Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the chat. Shout out to Saul Cali. Shout out to my dude Saul Cali. Sir said Pacers win game 4. Gotta wear them Thunder boys out is the key. True. True. Mr. Cool said it's definitely trolling the media. He already said the past he's not leaving Milwaukee. Loyal to the soil. Facts. That's why I don't know why y'all was panicking and why I was so frustrated. Like, why would he leave? It doesn't even make sense. Y'all listening to Shams. Shams. He came out of the clear blue. Nah, he just some type of source. Where did Shams even come from? He just appeared out of the clear blue like he jumped out of a bottle somewhere and just appeared. Now he's boxing. Basketball's leading source. Let me stop silent on this, man. Shout out to you, Shams. You running the scam. Luke, what's good? Bobby Portis in a NASA interview said he wants to be a Buck for life. Bobby has to improve his intelligence on the court, man. Hey, Monolanda, I'm trying to tell him, bro. I was trying to explain it to him, man. They don't get it, bro. Chess box was good. Won't mind if the Pacers win. I can't support a flopper like SGA. Bad for the game. That's a good point. Yeah, that flopping and the back arching, I can't do it. That bothers me so much. Y'all know I go in on the back arching all the time as a male. It's just ridiculous to try to get a call. You willing to sacrifice your pride? Like, I'm not doing that. I can't support that type of foolishness. Yeah, I just can't. Shout out to you, Chess, but I can't do that. Bro, Derek Stevens, bro, what is this Shams business? Bro, where did he come from? Whose mans is this? He just came out of nowhere, bro. And now he's just the NBA source. And, bro, he ain't styling or nothing. Man, they need to put me in. Man, I need to be in position, bro. Bring friends and family with me, man. This is too much. I can't even watch ESPN or none of that stuff no more. It's just all nonsense and sensationalism, bro. They're WWE now. They don't even give. They're reading off a teleprompter. Man, that's why I be on YouTube. Man, I can't take it. I can't. It's just too much. Twin Star was good. No matter how well Hallie play, he's still not who he think he really is. You're not him, dude. I agree with that. That I agree with. I have seen nothing from Haliburton that tells me superstar. Somebody said it in this chat, and if you in here today, please say something so I can shout you out. They were like, Haliburton is Chauncey Billups, and I like that. That's fair. That is a completely fair comparison. The stats don't jump out at you, but the key plays, clutch plays, big shots is where those players shine on the biggest stage. And Chauncey Billups, big shot Chauncey, for a reason. Haliburton is very similar. Just has a knack for hitting big shots. Chauncey was a good player, star player, but never in the superstar realm, but a player you love to have on your team because of their knack to hit big shots and make timely plays. And Haliburton has that same knack. So I would consider Haliburton a Chauncey Billups, in my opinion. Y'all let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about that comparison. Monolando said, apparently the Celtics looking to get Giannis. Good luck with that. Ain't nobody getting Giannis. That's the thing. That is just so crazy to me that they even bring that up. Bro, fat dude. Derek, bro, ESPN is trifling, bro. That's why they got to keep canning people, because you out here, you feeding people. Hey, they feeding people the food with the pesticides and all of that. They feeding them the food with all the pesticides, all the bad stuff. Hey, what you getting from this? What you getting from this community, from this podcast, is all organic. It's straight from the farm to you. No middleman. Nobody messing with the food. It's straight from the farm to you. I feel like ESPN, all of that stuff is all nonsense. I feel like that's all processed food. I feel like that's all processed food. And what we got here, this community, is all organic. That's why it hit different. That's why it hit different. Salute to friends and family. I just wanted to get them bars off real quick. Jeff said, like I said when he came out with that Giannis report, I said, who the hell is shit? Bro, yeah, man, I should bomb on. Dude, they ain't coming out of nowhere. Hey, Tailhead said Giannis giving you guys that Miles Turner treatment. Every season, Miles was on the trade block. That is low-key valid. Hilarious. Shout out to you, Tailhead. Low-key hilarious. Luke said ESPN is always hating on Milwaukee Bucks because we're not a big. They hate on anything that's not a big team. Right, GMO free. That's what I was looking for. Shout out to Jimmy Roller. Right, we are GMO free. Facts. Shout out to you. Hey, this dude AB said high fructose scores. Oh, hey, they dumbing down the population slowly. It's like hey, it's like lead in water or something like that. It slowly just make you foolish. Damn, ESPN is falling off. That used to be, man, I bet you, man, listen, man, I miss the days of Stuart Scott. Let me say that. RIP to Stuart Scott. I miss those days. Robert Brooks said Haliburton is not a superstar nor great. He has only the clutch gene, and that's it. I would consider him a star player at best, Robert Brooks, but nowhere near superstar status. I agree. And that clutch gene is 100%. That's 100%. Facts. I definitely agree with that. David, go into detail why you say the Indiana Pacers play like the San Antonio. I think I know what you're saying, but elaborate on that. I think that's an interesting comment. The Pacers are the 2025 version of Hoosiers, bro. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. What do we need to see from SGA in this next game? Do we think, does SGA need to look to distribute more? Does he need to? I'm asking just for a different approach, right? If you're OKC, should you look at an approach for maybe SGA to be more of a facilitator to get other people involved, since he can conjure up free throws whenever he wants? Maybe that should be the approach. Instead of him getting his, let's see what happens if you facilitate the others. Make sure Caruso gets his. Make sure the Wallaces get theirs. Let them. You can score when you want. You get fouls at will. Somebody breathe by you, gonna get a call. These other people don't have those luxuries. Maybe SGA should approach this more as a facilitator. Maybe that's the problem. Y'all let me think. AB, I see your comment. Bro, they had 16 assists as a team today, bro. Somebody has to facilitate. 16 assists, bro. What are we doing? Who's facilitating? The man that has the ball most of the time. That is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has to distribute the ball, bro. They had 16 assists. He played 42 minutes. Come on, man. He has to facilitate more. All right, I'm going to say this. If he doesn't facilitate more and have a couple of double-digit assist games, they out of there. Now, how about that? If he don't figure out how to get some double assist game, they're out of there. I 100% guarantee you that. They're out of there. No Stray said Doc commit malpractice. Dame out for the season. Bobby in rehab. Man, stop playing it free. How about free Jaylen Brown? Your team is in financial shambles. Your second best player tore his Achilles. You got to trade Drew. You got to trade Kristaps. How about we say free Jaylen Brown? How about free Jaylen Brown? Let's talk about that. Jaylen Brown should want out. Y'all in the second apron. But that's what I'm saying, Janet. They are playing too much iso ball. Is why I'm saying he needs to be a facilitator. How are they gonna win if playing like that, Janet? You tell me, Queens of the chat, rest of the community. How can they win playing iso ball against the Pacers? Tell me. Make me understand. Derek said, facilitate is not an SGA DNA. He is a scorer, period. He can't distribute crack in my... Was that last part necessary, bro? Come on, fam. Was it... Yo. Shout out to Derek. I know what he want to do. I'm telling you what they need to do to win. Monolando, you can't just create the triangle offense out of nowhere, but I feel where you go with that. Salute to Canada. Salute to the homie Monolando. Salute. Jay Stizzle said, when OKC moves the ball and moves without the ball, they are successful, very similar to the Bucks. But true, but that doesn't happen often enough due to playing the ISO ball. And that works against most teams. But because of the speed and the pace that OKC plays with, it's not always in their favor, and they're running too much of the clock and not getting enough shots up. You get what I'm saying? Like today, for instance, right? They got up 6 more shots. That's pace. The Pacers have just played their game at home and won. OKC's gonna have to figure out a retort in game 4. They're gonna have to figure something out. And to me, I don't know how y'all are getting around. Y'all telling me he a scorer. He can't. You in the NBA, you know how to pass the ball, man. We're not doing that today, y'all. We're not making these excuses. He's an MVP. He can't just have one move. You can't do that, man. You have to be able to change your game up. And your MVP means your IQ should be on a very high level where you see, yo, me scoring 30 and 40 really ain't working. What if I score 20 but have 14 assists? Let me see how that works if we are a better team. That's what I want to see from my MVP. That's what I want to see. You doing in-game, just not just doing the same thing you do more efficiently. You have to think outside of the box. Your team is OKC's in trouble. And they know if they don't win this next game, it's a wrap. They have to do something different, and it has to come from the MVP. He needs to have 10 assists next game. I mean, y'all don't understand how bad 16 assists as a team is. That's terrible. Big Larry, what's good? Hallie is from the same draft as Ant-Man. Way ahead of schedule. When Indiana wins, SGA needs to pass more. When OKC wins, Hallie needs to score more. That is the truth. Great comment. I agree with that. I agree. Facts. The homie Monolando said Pacers have improved their half-court offense. Last year, they were only good in transition and outrunning other team. Now they play defense in all 5 positions. They play way better than OKC often. I'm not mad at that. That is true. Jeff said no team will win playing ISO ball. You can't. Not in today's NBA. You need ball movement. And I just don't see any ball movement from OKC, at least recently. Or at least in this game. Let's just talk about this game. There was clearly no ball movement in this game. You weren't passing, and you were still turning the ball over at an alarming rate, which is crazy. You only had 16 assists. You had more turnovers than assists. Friends and family, how are you going to beat a team when you have more turnovers than assists? They got to fix that right there. Those 2 things need to be fixed immediately. Turnovers, ball movement. Those 2 things right away change, and this game 4, and it's a completely different game. I would give OKC the edge if they can fix those 2 things going into game 4. SGA is a scorer. He doesn't make his teammates better. When the ball's in his hands, he's looking to score. Yeah, I get that. I totally get what y'all saying. I'm not against that. What I'm saying is that doesn't appear to be working right now. So he got to try something different, right? Why can't he pass? How you an MVP and can't pass, and y'all trying to say it's okay? Isn't he the point guard? What are we talking about? Come on, y'all. Dame is a scorer, but he still knows when he needs to get other his teammates involved. He picks his time. Why can't SGA pick his spots? Why? Let me know. Like it does. Y'all making excuses for SGA, and I don't approve of it because it's ridiculous. He can pass the ball. He has the ball all the time. What are we doing? Come on, man. So okay, so let me say this then. If SGA can't pass for because he's a scorer, this series is over. Is that what we're saying? The series is over then, right? Because somebody has to be able to facilitate. Jalen Williams to me is not a facilitator like that. He cool. He cool, but I can't expect him to be getting 10 assists in a game. They need somebody to get 10 assists. Or something like Jalen get 8 assists and then SGA get 8 assists, something like that. But there needs to be close to somebody on that team need to be given double digits on the assist side for the ball movement to be what it needs to be. Otherwise, it's over. I'm telling you, it's over. I agree. I do think, Janet, that OKC will adjust after watching some of the film. I definitely agree with that. That is a fair point. But how are they going to adjust with the ball movement? ISO ball is kind of their game. So how do they adjust moving the ball more? Or do they just find out how to play ISO better? You get what I'm saying, Janet? What you saying about Case and Wallace, AB? What about Case and Wallace? What are you gonna do? I don't really think. I think Case and Wallace to me is 70 degrees in June. Nothing special. Nothing special. 70 degrees in June. Nothing to write home about. Role player. In my opinion, AB, I think he a role player. Nobody I would want on the Bucks. I'm not checking very well. Oh, man, we should get in. All right, let me ask you this, y'all. Whose bench is better in y'all opinion? The Pacers? Whose bench would you rather have? The Pacers bench or Oklahoma City Thunder bench? Who bench would y'all rather have? Let me know in the comment section who bench y'all rather have. I feel like Indiana's bench has a tendency or has more of an opportunity to be more explosive points wise than Oklahoma City's. Y'all let me know. Oh yeah, Isaiah Hartenstein too was mid today. That's another person that hurt that. He didn't give him nothing today. Isaiah Hartenstein need to be getting a double-double. He gave them nothing today. So I mean they definitely have things they can improve on film. So I will definitely agree with you there, Janet. They didn't play well. A lot of people didn't play well. So they play better. Game 4 is gonna be interesting. But Indiana don't lay down. So you gotta shoot Indiana in the head, otherwise they gonna get back up. 100%. Quick draw McGraw. It ain't over yet. I don't know if we can say that they're the better team. We've only played 3 games. It's 2-2. 2-1. Now game 4, OKC win. It is 2-2. Do you feel that? Do you still feel that confident, Quick Draw McGraw? Do you still feel confident in saying that if OKC wins game 4? You let me know. Okay. That's what he's brought in to do. Okay, I got you. Shout out to you, AB. Okay, I got you. Yeah, that's what it looking like. I feel like the Pacers bench is a little bit more explosive. Luke said easy. I don't know easy, but I feel like the Pacers bench is more explosive. But I feel like the Thunder's bench is better defensively. Come on, bro. Josh Giddey. Come on, fam. We not doing that. Monolando, you think the Thunder? Rigo said they should have kept Josh Giddey. Wow. How do we feel about Rigo's comment? Rigo said they should have kept Josh Giddey. How y'all feel about that? That's an interesting comment. Huh. Why? Why, AB? Why, AB, you say that, bro? Hey, Rigo, though, but tell me why you think they should have kept Giddey. Elaborate on that. I think that's an interesting comment, but why? Pacers bench is TJ and Mathurin got. Yeah, they got a couple other cats though. I mean, those are the two of the bigger names, but I feel like Obi Toppin should be talked about as well, bro. Obi Toppin is solid, and Ben Shepherd contributes, bro. Really, Obi Toppin, I would say they're the big three. Quick Draw McGraw said, can OKC blow them out 4 times? Chances are they will have to execute in close games. The Pacers shot quality and so much better at the end of games. That is an excellent comment. Damn, that was a really good comment. That is very true. Down the stretch, the Pacers do tend to execute better than OKC. OKC, yo, damn. Hmm. That's a good comment. I don't. Yeah, that's definitely a huge issue. What up, Mr. 414? I don't know if the NBA is going to allow SGA OKC to lose this series. Oh, you got it. You got the Pacers confused. You don't know these cats that went to a shaman or something. These cats that went to a shaman. Pacers ain't worried about what NBA trying to do. They got the shaman on their side. These cats is doing miraculous things out of nowhere repeatedly. NBA can't stop what's supposed to happen. But I understand where you're going with that though, Mr. 414. Salute. Twin Star said Giddey is a playmaker. That I agree with. That is a great point. Giddey is a playmaker, and he gets his teammates involved 100%. But they traded offense for defense, and it was working up until now. So, was trading Giddey really a bad move if you're in the NBA Finals? Is it really a bad move? OKC's in the NBA Finals. Just saying, y'all. It can't be that bad. Monolando said Giddey would average 10 assists, but what would he do on defense? Okay, Derek Stevenson said he was a facilitator. Okay, SGA is a shooting guard masquerading as a point guard. I feel that's fair. I agree. Wow, and you say it doesn't show up until close games. Wow. Friends and family. I'm not throwing no shade when I say when I ask this question. I'm just asking. Is SGA a closer? I'm asking for a friend. Ain't that what the youngsters like to say? I'm asking for a friend. Is SGA a closer? Would you rather have him in a close game or Haliburton? Just a question. Rigo said, I'm looking at Josh Giddey's stats, and he is a pretty good point guard with size. Giddey hangs around the triple-double land all the time. But the thing is, we're only saying that now because they're down 2-1. If they were up 3-1, we wouldn't be saying that. We wouldn't be even talking about it. Giddey is only being brought up now because they they in trouble in the NBA final. I ain't heard Josh Giddey name all year. OKC been kicking butt, taking names. Number one defense, all winning almost 70 games without Josh Giddey. I just think they're going against something that they're going to get something different right now with Indiana Pacers. They're going to get something different. That's just really what it is. Josh Giddey couldn't help them in this series. If he was there, then they be scoring 40 on him or something. Indiana's just, I don't know what they got going, man. They got something going, man. It's 100%. They got something going. I agree, Derek. SGA, the jury is still out on his closing abilities 100%. D Gibbs, what's good, bro? Wow, D Gibbs went in. I respect both teams, but the finals and its presentation is not hidden. Not trying to take away from teams, but the finals seem like a regular season game. They treat the NBA Cup better. Wow. Wow, that was a hell of a comment, sir. That was a hell of a comment. I'm in alignment. I am in alignment. Wow. I see your comment, Monolondo. Come on, bro. Hey, D Gibbs, I kind of agree with you. It doesn't feel like an NBA Finals. I agree with that. Right. Yo, Monolondo's like D Gibbs could. He 100% could. Shout out to D Gibbs. He 100% cooked. 100%. 100%. I know it's getting late, y'all. We definitely gonna go live for game 4. Before we get into anything else, predictions for game 4, because we gotta start calling people out when they got right calls. Put it in the chat. Who y'all got in game 4 in the chat? I'm gonna go OKC in game 4. Who y'all got? Oh, you Rigo saying, so you giving Rick Carlisle the edge in coaching. Okay. I'm not mad at that. Just said, who was the last team to blow teams away in the regular season but ended losing in the final? Was it Golden State? Maybe. I can't remember. I asked the chat. Y'all let me know in the chat. But I'm very entertained by this series. And just watching how the Pacers escape death so much is ridiculous. It's just absolutely ridiculous. We definitely gonna see what happened, y'all. But I'm about to get up out of here. I know it's getting late, y'all. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Hey man, hit the like button. Let's get up to 40 likes. Come on, y'all. Hit the like button. Appreciate y'all tapping in. If this is y'all, damn, let's go over some of these. Janet said OKC. AV OKC. Brandon Pacers. Robert Brooks OKC. The homie Jimmy Roller Pacers. This dude said sadly. That hurt you, didn't it, Jimmy? Salute to Jimmy. Derek Steele, I hate to say this, Pacers. I doubt the Thunder blows the Pacers out of game for a close game. Pacers win. I could see that. Kenton was good. Packers let Jair go. No, the Packers didn't do nothing to Jair. Jair let itself go playing 7 games in 2 years and all that money he got. Jair did that to himself. Then we didn't do that to him. Nobody told him to play 7 games in 2 years. He did that. Stop being a dummy and take care of your body. The Packers has the worst strength and conditioning coaches in the entire league for at least a decade. The Packers suffer more injuries than any other team in the NFL. Get him the hell out of here. Their whole staff is trash. I'll come in there. We gonna change this whole thing up. Everybody's getting stem cells in their Achilles. Everybody. We keeping everybody on the field. We starting with stem cells. Ridiculous how many injuries the Packers go through. It might not even be Jair's fault, but it's still his fault. He had to go. Packers got $17 million now. So we gonna figure some out. Salute the Packer Nation. Just said OKC might be next team to lose in the finals, but I still say OKC in 7. Your prediction isn't wrong until the series is over, right? But I'm gonna tell you this, Jeff. Pacers win that game 4, it ain't going 7, bro. It's just not going 7. It's over. OKC may win another game. It goes 6, but it won't go back to OKC for game 7. That's just not how it works. And they would need a real killer on their team. Let me say this, and this is no you know what? Hold on a second. Let me say this real quick. I know SGA is the MVP and the media darling right now. I get it. He's nice, wholesome individual that you can put in the public and all of that, speaks well, all that. He ain't no killer. How about that? That's why they don't win. He's not a killer to me. I don't see killer instinct in him. I don't see he wants to kill you. That's why they won't win this series. We gonna cut the nonsense out and we gonna talk some real stuff right now for these last few minutes before I get out of here. SGA puts up numbers, I get it, but where's his impact when his team needs him the most? I see no killer in him at all. That is 100% true. Y'all tell me I'm lying and show me where you done seen killer instinct. Him run off 10 straight in the fourth quarter for them to win a big game. You don't see that from him. That's not his game. And for you to be the MVP, he needs to be a killer for them to win this series. If he's going to be doing this ain't enough. The Pacers they've absorbed this before. This is regular what SGA is doing. It's the same. Giannis was putting up more numbers. Jalen Brunson was putting up more numbers. This is regular to the Pacers, what SGA is doing. I need to see MVP caliber play. What are we waiting on? What are you doing? You're about to be an upset, one of the biggest upsets in history. Almost win 70 games and then get traded in the finals? I need to see killer instinct from SGA. Not in the first quarter, not in the second quarter, not in the third quarter. I need to see you close a team. I done seen Haliburton close a team. I've seen Jalen Brunson close teams out. Obviously, Giannis does it like that's regular for him, but that's a whole different topic. But just to give like smaller player, I don't see SGA close teams out. That's just 100%. I don't feel he won the MVP. I get that, but I don't feel like watching him like he's an MVP. Like I don't see that fight. Like I see it in Jokic. I get it with Jokic. Jokic, he get busy. I get it. I don't see that in SGA. I don't see that gear. I don't see that hunger. And OKC will lose this series if SGA does not turn it up a notch. He has to turn it up. And it's not just scoring. I don't care what excuses y'all making. If this MVP, what the league is telling y'all is an MVP, does not adjust his game and start distributing and getting his team involved, they will lose this series. And it will be his fault. All his fault. You're the man. You're the engine to this team. You make this team go. It's on you. No excuses. You carried them all the way here. Now when your team needs you most, you just doing regular. This team needs more from him. He doesn't have a well-balanced like scoring team like Haliburton and them have. They got a lot of people that can just drop 20 on you. You know what I'm saying? Siakam can just drop 20 on you, easy work. Haliburton can drop 20. Obi Toppin can drop 20. Mathurin can drop 20. Nemhard, he get going, can drop 20. We done seen Naismith go crazy. I don't think that OKC actually has the same amount of firepower. And with that being said, they're going to need your best player in MVP and SGA to become a facilitator. They can't beat Indiana playing iso ball and him having 35 and 5. That's not going to do it against them. I'm telling y'all. SGA, if you don't get no killer instinct, y'all about to embarrass yourselves. 100% embarrass yourselves. This is not a joke. I'm not doing this for like. I'm just telling y'all 100% true. SGA don't develop no killer instinct overnight. Damn near. This series is over because what I know the Indiana Pacers are our main ops. We go back and forth with them dudes, but we a steel sharpen steel. We made the Indiana Pacers tough. They're mentally tough now for playing us. OKC ain't really had to be mentally tough. They've always had a little bit of an edge. Somebody hurt, this and that. They're playing a completely healthy Pacer squad that believes in themselves, and they think that if the game is close, they'll make more plays down the stretch than the MVP. Why is that? Chet has been mid again. Yo, PGs, get him involved, get him going. He has to facilitate. Y'all keep telling me about this shoot first. That's fine. Bro, what? I understand that. Just because you've done one thing doesn't mean you can't do something else. He's in the NBA. You have to be multifaceted. You're the MVP. The least I can ask from you is to pass the ball. Come on, man. We're not making excuses for SGA, man. No, no, no. What so the 35 and 5 is not working. It's not. He has to do something different. Y'all telling me our MVP of the NBA is not mentally capable of passing the ball. You're telling me his brain cannot function to pass the basketball, is what y'all telling me. Come on, man. That's crazy. Come on, man. We not going to, don't make no excuses for that. Then you calling him stupid. So now y'all calling the MVP of the NBA stupid. He can only score. He's not capable of passing. Knock it off. No excuses. He's not a killer. If he doesn't turn into one real fast, OKC is out of there. Pacers win 116-107. I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. We just got done talking about the Pacers winning at home. They up in this series 2-1. They win game 4. This series is over. And I don't believe in SGA. Comment, like, subscribe, share the electrifying content. Go. I'm dead serious. I don't really believe in dude like that.